and welcome to, oh my God, did you, come on. Well, that was definitely Glenn's idea. I can see it right now. It was definitely, these guys were all in on it. I had no idea. Okay, whatever. We're here, we're doing some foam stuff because, you know, people love foam on these detailing videos, the live streams, all that. Who doesn't love a good foam show?
All right, I'm here for the foam party. Yeah. It's much different than Levi's foam parties that he had earlier in his 20s. Speaking of which, he's not here today, so it's just me and you running this show.
Yeah, we're chilling.
Yeah, so what are we doing today?
Well, you know, you've actually got me working today.
I do.
I want to point that out for the viewers. He's actually got me doing dilutions, which, as you know, I'm probably terrible at. Never did particularly well in math, but I think I can handle pouring 50 mil of a given soap into a container and then following it up with 200 mils of water. I think I can do that.
I think you can do that.
Yeah.
So the whole goal of today's show is really to do a comparison of the foam output onto a vehicle. So we have Nick's Sequoia back here, which is like honestly filthy. He just took it off.
It's truly dirty.
He just took it off-roading, and so he was like, hey, have at it, right? It's a blank canvas. Spray all the foam that you want at it. So what we're going to be doing is a foam comparison of all these different products, basically one by one going through and showing what kind of foam they produce visually on the surface of the vehicle, how the output looks out of the pressure washer, and for reference, we are using the Karcher, I believe it's a 1700, not Karcher, a Krenzla. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Karcher.
whoa, Karcher's what you have at home.
I know. So we're using the Krenzla 1700, which is our pressure washer that we have here in the studio, and we're going to be basically laying down hopefully the best foam that we can, and then after each pass we're going to be rinsing it off and then refoaming a new product. Now the fun part of this is Dane is going to be tackling the dilutions, which
I don't know why anybody wants that.
I'm just kind of excited to see how this is going to turn out. However, we came up with this idea. Okay, actually really quick, while I got to cover this. If this feed, if this feed somehow miraculously gets to 250 likes.
No alt accounts, only organic growth.
No alt accounts count.
No, they don't. We will. If it's one person with 150 accounts, I will know.
We will foam Dane. Now, it's kind of unlikely. However, all you need to do is exit out of that chat, go to the video, make sure you hit that like button. If this thing gets to 250, I'm foaming him down. I'm going heavy on it, right?
With Pearl. He's not using super foam. I don't want to die today.
Dane, you're not going to die from super foam. That only happened like a couple years ago. But anyway, so yeah, we're going to foam him with Pearl if that happens, right? Let's try to get this feed up to that. Tell everybody in the comments that jumps in or in the live chat just to kind of help the cause.
What cause?
The cause of foaming you.
That's a terrible cause.
It's going to be a great time.
It doesn't help anyone.
It
only hurts one person.
It does. So to make things fair through across the board here, we are going to rinse the vehicle first, right? So that way there's water on the surface. The idea is that there's always going to be water on the surface when we start foaming, as you would do that if you were going to do a pre-rinse with just water. And so that way it kind of levels the playing field, and we'll be able to see, I don't know, the different kind of reactions that foam has on the surface regardless of it being wet. Now for reference to, the Sequoia is protected, but it's not coated, so I believe it has a sealant on it, but it's nothing crazy, so it should be able to still put on a pretty good show and clean relatively well. But in front of us here, so foams that we're going to have, and this is in no particular order, I'm going to actually have Dane decide on where he wants to go, maybe left to right or right to left.
Yeah.
But we have GTECHNIQ's G Wash, which is their go-to soap for their maintenance line within everything GTECHNIQ. And so G Wash here with the new branded label on there looks really, really cool. G Wash always, I feel like, is just a great overall soap. It smells really good. It looks really good. It works well in a foam can. It works well in a bucket. Now, next up is going to be MATTA from Stjarnagloss.
That's Levi's favorite.
Levi's favorite soap. This is something that we've never actually put through a foam cannon before, never once, and I'm kind of excited to see how it's going to work. Now this doesn't have any gloss enhancers, there's no protection qualities, there's nothing in it like Bubbler would have, so MATTA would make more sense to be able to foam over Bubbler, so that's why we're going to be using MATTA. It smells fantastic, works great in the bucket, and that's typically how it's used, but we're going to see how it works in the foam cannon. Now next up is Snow from Stjarnagloss. Now this is their dedicated snow foam pre-treater. Now this right here always puts on a good show. I feel like the concentration is fantastic, and it is technically only designed as a snow foam. It's not really meant for bucket washing. However, you can use it in a bucket if you want to. Now next up is a go-to from P&S, which is Pearl Auto Shampoo.
Love it.
It's a classic, smells great, smells like lemons. This is something that works great in the foam cannon, but also in a bucket wash, and it's probably the most affordable out of the mix, if I'm being honest. And so a gallon of this stuff is really, really cost effective, but does everything we want it to do. However, we've never foamed it at such a low dilution that we're doing today, so my predetermined, I guess, or my theory on it is that it's probably going to produce the least foam out of all of them. What do you think?
Okay, so yeah, given the combinations we're going with today, you're doing consistent, so we're doing them all the same way.
Yes, correct, yeah.
But do these have particular factory recommendations that would have them be diluted differently?
That's a car term, Dane.
I know, factory. Well, you know, they were made somewhere.
Okay,
so,
all right, so yeah, so there is recommended dilutions, right? And there's recommended dilutions on everything, but I'm trying to give this a fair shot across the board, right? Because some soaps are more concentrated than others, and I just want to see, hey, if you're using this much water and this much product, what's the output going to look like and what's it going to look like on the vehicle? So Pearl would be the next, and then after that, we have one of my favorites.
Ooh.
Kemi GSF Gentle Snow Foam. This is also a fan favorite. It's one of the probably the best-selling soaps that we have. I think it's probably one of the best soaps, selling soaps probably in the country, if I'm honest, at this point in time. Coach has really been killing it lately with all their consumer products. And so GSF, amazing in a foam cannon, amazing in a bucket wash. Probably my favorite smelling, probably out of the bunch. But this one, like I said, I always have high hopes for it, and I think it's going to put on a good show. And then next up here, we have Super Foam. So Super Foam is technically Koch's highest alkaline soap that they have. This is something that was actually designed for touchless car washes and also just car washes in general.
So like a truck like his, looking like it does right now, you'd normally want to gravitate towards something like this.
If I was going to try to go for a touchless, this is what I'd go for. Spray this on, let it sit, then rinse it off, right?
Sure.
You can also agitate it on the surface, but it's going to have the most cleaning power of all these soaps.
Does it hurt sealants?
It will, I don't want to say it'll hurt sealants, it'll definitely give them a run for their money. Waxes and sealants.
Protection products.
Yeah, it'll take off a quick detail.
But not a coating.
But not a coating, no. Okay. So Super Foam also smells ridiculously good for what it is, and what you'll notice about these two products right here that are meant for technically car washes is they really bump up the scent on them, because the idea is that when you take your car through a car wash and a car wash is using Super Foam or Active Foam, that smell is going to continue to come through the vents. So every time we foam these, our entire studio smells intoxicatingly good. So
that's great.
Super Foam, probably the most cleaning power, probably maybe a watery style foam. We're just going to have to see once it sits on the surface. And then Active Foam, which is probably my second favorite smelling product in the line here. This is a very kind of cologne style smell, but also has some cleaning power as well. So the pH of this is, you can see right here, where the heck, pH of 9.5. So it's going to have more cleaning power than a standard pH balanced soap is going to have. So it's a little bit higher alkaline. This right here puts on a fantastic show. And what you'll notice about Super Foam and Active Foam is they're very liquidy, right? So it's not a gel, it's very liquidy, but they do a great job there. So that's pretty much the lineup that we're going to be using today. Do we have more soaps in our lineup? Yes, we have a few more, but they're kind of niche. And I felt like this was going to be probably the best
well, we didn't want to take all day doing literally everything.
Yeah, I've already taken most of the day talking about it. So what I want to know is, in the comments, right, this is what the idea was, is that we want to do 50 milliliters of soap to 200 milliliters of water. Do you guys feel like that is a fair shot across the board, or do we need to bump it up, right? Do you guys want to see 100 milliliters of soap to 200 milliliters of water? So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time here to throw in your recommendations on what you guys want to see. Again, initially 50 to 200. We can also bump it up or do less. And I'm just trying to think of what most people would be doing in their garages or in their shops just to be able to save product. So drop a comment. What do you guys want to see? I'm all ears. But Dane.
Well, I was going to say, in the meantime, we've got these guys with mobile cameras. Show how dirty that thing is before we start.
Well,
actually, like, get up close.
I'll show you.
The nooks, the crannies, all that, dust and dirt and filth that's on it.
So what I'm not a fan of is people riding in dirty cars, right? It's not my favorite thing. Not at all. But we've done it today. So obviously we got the Wash Me sign on there. And then again, just a friendly reminder that if we get to 250 likes, we're going to foam Dane. So Come on.
Organic,
I think I saw.
250.
What do we got?
No bots, no alt accounts. I'm watching you.
250 likes. What are we at right now? Maybe 50 likes on the stream. Let's keep going. Just tell people. We're at 70. Oh my God, we only have like 180 more to go. Tell your friends, tell your family, create those alt accounts, right? Just don't tell Dane you're doing it. But the vehicle is dirty. I think most of this will come off because most of it's just light trail dust. But it'll still provide a good surface for everything to cling onto. And we have kind of the wheels, the tires, the fenders, everything to kind of give a little bit of a contrast there on the way that the foam is going to sit. So anyways, Dane, do we have any recommendations on the first dilution to get started?
Yeah, so it's kind of been bouncing between saying 50. Somebody said 51 just to be contrarian. Then I've got offers of 100, 150. But I think Cameron Messina had it right here. He basically just said, do what's realistic. So, like, what would somebody do in their own garage?
Depends,
so you tell
right?
Me and I'll
because the thing is if you're using GSF, for example, right? It's 1 liter, right? It's 1,000 milliliters into that 1 liter. Are you going to use 1/10 of that bottle for your foam cannon? You might not want to, right?
Depends on how often you plan on using it.
Depends on how often, right? So I think 50 milliliters seems somewhat realistic with especially how much foaming we're going to do today. But maybe we'll save a special treat at the end where I can just go crazy with like, you know, a crazy dilution.
We could do like a fireworks show style finale at the end. You know, just
what I should do is I should do the vermil and add some dye into my soap, right?
Ooh, okay.
Don't have any dye around here, but that would be pretty cool. Actually, I think we do have some dye somewhere. If Jimmy finds me some red dye.
All right, so we've been talking for 10 minutes and we haven't foamed anything. I'm aware that people are very, very hyped up and just want
Dane,
something to happen.
I'm gonna start rinsing. So pick a soap and start your dilution, Dane.
Well, I think I'm going to start with the classic because one of these already has what appears to be pearl in it.
No, you can't do that. You got to dump it out. You have to start from scratch with any one of them.
Fine.
Dane, you have to work for this.
I'm aware it needed a little more, but...
all right, so I'm excited to see this. Dane, the chemist of the rag company, really putting in work here.
Nothing.
And he's obviously sitting down. That's where he does most of his best work.
Yeah, well, you know, that's where it all happens.
All right, so let's start rinsing this thing down. Let's start getting some water on here. No, we're not getting water on here yet. Not yet. Glenn's looking at me like no water.
Straight foam onto the dirt? Okay.
Okay, we want to watch Dane dilute. Okay, let's watch Dane dilute.
Yeah, I don't have a funnel, guys. This is going to be a little bit iffy.
So you're doing pearl first?
Yeah, let's start with pearl. Let's start with the good old standby. We'll be happy with it.
Make sure everybody can see what you're doing. Make sure it's fair. Do it right here in the middle.
Right here in the middle. I have to reach over electronics to do
Dane, we didn't make this easy for you.
Well, you know what? I'm just going to ignore you. I'm going to do it right here.
Okay.
Don't spill on the table.
Well, I don't have any choices, do I?
Now, this is a great time to purchase a funnel if you haven't. We don't sell them, but you could go down to like your local O'Reilly's. I think you're there.
Okay. Now, what I will say is, for those who are wondering, I actually listed all of the. I'm a little over. I'm almost to like, about 100.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. Let's just say with every soap you do,
pearl's a little on the thinner side.
You need to get in that ballpark right now. Scoop up your water. Let's see you do this.
All right.
This is the technical side of this video.
Yes.
We want to make sure that this
nobody
is correct.
wants to see a non-technical guy do technical stuff. So we're going to 200.
I think it's hilarious.
Right, so we go down. Of course, it's hilarious.
Well, Dean, you don't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just pour it out to where you get 200.
That's the point. Yeah, we're still a little above. Guys,
oh, Dane.
Eyeballing this. All right, I think we're good.
Okay, we're good?
So, and I realize, for anybody who's about to comment, oh, you should put the water in first before you put the chemical in. I know.
It's such a little amount.
This is movie magic.
This is how we're going to measure it.
This is live, so
all right.
whatever. All right.
Pour that in.
Going in. In the end, it does not change the outcome of how it foams, so don't judge that. All it is people worried about a little frothing in the bottle, you know?
Okay, all right.
So we got that. That is what we are.
So that actually looks right. That actually, color-wise, I can tell that looks... We're at 101 likes. Oh my God!
Wow, people
Dane,
really want to see that.
Your demise is.
I bet you can't do 250.
Might happen.
I bet you can't do 250. Don't even try me.
All right.
Try me. Okay.
So, all right. So we have our first one mixed up here. So this is ready to go. This is P&S Pearl Shampoo. Let's go ahead and rinse everything first, and then let's jump into the foaming. So I'm using the MTM Aqualine gun, right? This is something that we do sell. It's really cool. I love the extension on it, and this thing is very sturdy. I've dropped it probably 150 times, right? Which is 100 less times than we need to get to Dane's foaming. We need 250 likes. All right, let's go ahead and get this started. All right, looks like the protection's actually holding up pretty good. A little bit of sheeting there in the rear quarter. A lot more. Oh, it's just bead maker is what Nick said. So, Nick, how long ago was bead maker applied to this? About a month ago. Okay. Get these tires here too. Just give them. You want to give every soap an equal fair chance, so it's all going on a wet surface. All right. Guys, this is going to be such a mess later on. I don't think people realize that we don't have a drain here and we have to actually siphon everything out through a pump that lands on our capture mat. And it's not always fun when there's going to be this much foam. All right, so I got my foam cannon attached. I'm going to give it just a little bit of a shake here with the Pearl. Again, we have, just to reiterate, we have 50 milliliters of soap to 200 milliliters of water. Are we ready, Dane? Are you ready, Dane?
Fire the cannon!
All right, here we go. Let's do it. Starting from the rear here. Make sure my foam's on max. Make sure my thing's all situated, and let's lay it down. All right, that is Pearl Auto Shampoo. So what I'm noticing, it's a very sheeting-like foam. Not super fluffy. It seemed fluffy going on, but now that it's kind of, sitting, you can start to see it's got some good dwell time on it, which I really like about Pearl. I've always liked that about it. But what's nice about this style of foam, Dane, is that this is the kind of foam that's going to start, hopefully, breaking down contaminants and dropping it downward. Oh my gosh, I have an update here. We're at 113 likes, Dane. Keep it going, baby. 250 likes. I'm foaming you with this same foam, except I'm going to bump it up to like 100 or 200 milliliters of soap, Dane, and we're going to lay it on, and it's going to be the best thing ever. Sacrifices have to be made for this company. I think we can all agree. So, anyways, what do the commenters think? Do you guys like Pearl foam? Do you like the way this looks? Is this what you expect of a foam once it's laid on the surface? Glenn's going in there for some nice shots here on the wheels. But
They're giving me props for my mixology.
Oh wow! So this is a pretty long dwell time. Keep in mind, right now temperature inside here is roughly 80 degrees, and we're not in direct sunlight by any means. But for the most part, I think that this looks great. I think the dwell time is fantastic, and then also again, with this longer dwell time and kind of the sheeting ability of the foam, this is where we'll typically see a lot of contaminants pooled, a lot of dirt pooled.
Now, one thing I'd point out about Pearl is that it also tolerates sunlight a little better than some other soaps do.
It does, yeah,
so
I would agree.
It does have that. I wouldn't say go and use it in direct sunlight all the time, but it can handle a little more than your average soap. Now,
I would agree on that.
Here pointed out he thinks it looks very watery. Like I think he's expecting shaving cream, but not all of these foams today are going to do that. And that's not necessarily what people need in order to get the job done.
And then at 1-to-1 with Pearl, if you want to go crazy and do 1-to-1 with water to soap, right? So I mean 200 milliliters of soap to 200 milliliters of water. It puts on one heck of a show. I mean it literally gets on so thick. But really the downside is that you're using that much more product. However, right, if you balance out the cost benefit, right, of Pearl, that might actually even be cheaper to get that same result that you're looking for in comparison to others. Now I'm seeing here, it's sticking, right? But what I want to do is go for a really quick close-up shot where I'm laying down the rest of what's in this container on, oh, we're going to track the dwell times. That's what Nick's wanting to do?
Yeah, he asked me to pull up my stopwatch on my phone. So
it's gonna be a long time. All right,
Yeah.
I'll do a quick rinse here on this.
yeah, that way we're looking at it accurately.
I'm not gonna go for perfection here. I'm just gonna get some water on the surface. That soap is actually sticking around pretty well. Thank you, Nick, for sacrificing your Sequoia for our semi-scientific tests. All right, dwell time count. Let's do this. Here we go. Oh, we're waiting. Guys, this is getting far more technical than I ever wanted this to be.
These guys always insist on taping a mic inside my shirt. I just want a clip. Is that so hard to ask for?
Are you sweating through the tape? What's going on,
I
man?
have 2 shirts on, so it's like...
Why do you have 2 shirts on? That doesn't
Because I knew
any
we'd be recording in a hot room today.
What? Why wouldn't you wear one? What? It's hot.
I'm taking the Doug DeMuro approach.
I'm wearing 2 shirts and I hate it. I'm unhappy right now. It's just I'm not wearing a TRC branded shirt underneath this, so you know I can't do that. All right, can I lay this foam down or what? You guys are killing me here. Once I get the go-to, I can do it. Nick said okay. All right, here we go. Get the dwell time counting, Dane. I got just a little bit of soap left. Let's make it count.
Countdown. Oh, I was expecting a 3, 2, 1, but I guess we're going. Oh, all right.
All right, get it started. Let's see. This looks good, man. I am actually, I think it's the dilution I think that we did. I think that's pretty spot on. 50 milliliters of soap to 200 milliliters of water. I think that's getting you a pretty good bang for your buck, considering all things. I mean, you're getting a gallon of Pearl for, I think a gallon of Pearl is what, 30 bucks? Can somebody confirm that with me? I think it's like 30 or 20, 29, 25. All right, I'm gonna take this off here. Now, Dane, while we're waiting, I think this is probably a good time, because I'm done with the Pearl here, to start mixing up another container here.
Oh, okay. Since I'm running comments and a timer and this, why not just add one more thing to the mix? Yeah.
G. Davis, this is reminding me quite a bit of my 4th of July party.
Also, I really hope
minus
people...
the field fire, but you know, lubrication is equally important. And so
yes.
I understand that people would probably want a lubrication test, but what's that going to do for you? Because I could take a mitt and I could say, wow, this feels great. I'm probably going to say the same thing about every single one. This is more of a visual thing that you guys can see. I don't know. In my opinion, I think all these, in terms of lubrication, feel pretty good. I would probably say super foam and active foam, probably less lubrication just for the fact that they're meant to be more of a cleaning foam. But I would say between GWash, GSF, MATTA, Snow, and Pearl, they all feel pretty good.
I'm used to these things having to work when you hold them right side up, but this one ain't doing it. So
Dane, I think you have to pop the top because
pressure.
Yeah, the pressure.
That seems backwards though compared to how the other ones work.
Did he make that look good right there?
Well,
squeeze.
I'm just squeezing it.
So what is that?
Right.
What did you measure out there? Is that 50 milliliters?
It's just ballparking it. So basically what it looks like is down here, we've got what appears to be about 50 for that first run.
Okay, so what's in that bucket? What's in that though? What's in that? Is there anything left in there? Let's dump that out.
No, this is brand new.
Oh,
this is what I'm filling a new one.
Oh, you're filling a brand new one. Gotcha. Oh,
I'm right on top
all right. I'm sorry. Let the chemists go to work here.
All right. So.
Okay,
yeah,
so dwell time here.
And we are going to...
What are we at right now?
We
dwell
need more
time.
than that. That's barely 50.
We're at 2 minutes and 28 seconds
so when are you
of that
stopping
dwell time. I don't know. Like, what's considered to be a good dwell time for something that's going to stick around, guys?
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and say 3 minutes. We'll cut it and then we'll rinse it. So let's go ahead and we have looks like 15 more seconds, and then we're going to rinse. I'm going to go ahead and forecast that dwell time right there. I don't know. I mean, now that it's kind of starting to break down, I would have probably estimated another minute out of that.
Let's just
So I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably about 4 minutes of dwell time. I'm going to just roughly estimate that. because we've lost most of the foam in the lower. We still have some in the middle section here, but it could be because of the body line.
Filled up to 100 on that
but that looks pretty good. So we got 4 minutes on the dwell time. Rough estimate for P&S Pearl. Let's go to rinse it.
That other one was a little above the 100 line. I did the same thing here. I'm right about 100. So let's just call it that. Although, you know what? That's not true. Because that's 250. So we got 50, 100, 150. So we're somewhere between 100 and 150, closer to 100. I think that's fine. All right. Pop that back on there as I make a big old mess. I do like this thing. It's just not working for that right now. Okay. Next up, a little water.
All right, we are back to a nice watery surface here. Getting ready for the next foam. So Dane is doing GSF. You're jumping straight to the good stuff, the hard stuff?
I'm mixing it up.
All right, okay. I'm
We're
about
not going in order today.
Can we get a light count so far, Nick? What are we at? I want to see Dane. 123, okay. So we have like halfway to go. I don't know how the heck we're going to get to 250 likes.
Don't encourage them.
Dane, I have to encourage them. All right, you measuring that out? What are we at?
Yeah, okay. We got 200 mil of that and 100 mil of the soap. GSF.
So now we're doing, but wait.
Because the other one was over 100, so I had to make it accurate. So I'm doing 100 for now.
Okay. So you're doing 100 milliliters of soap to 200 milliliters of water.
I've thought about this.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah.
All right. So
it's 100 to 200.
We are now at 100 milliliters of soap across the board, even Pearl.
Is it the best way to do it? Probably not. But it's how I'm doing it today.
All right. So I'm going to give this a good shake here. I'm excited for GSF, guys. Like I said, this is one of my favorites. Favorite soaps ever made. Give that a nice mix. I think we're fully mixed up there. That looks good. Connect it to our foam can. Any predictions, Dane?
Project Arjun thinks we should have installed French drains in the studio. I agree.
Yeah, we should have.
The problem was we weren't allowed to cut into the concrete floor here,
yeah,
so
they wouldn't let us cut
option.
the concrete, unfortunately. Okay. Let me know when you are ready, Dane, for some GSF foam. Ready?
All right. Words of encouragement. Everybody's on board. I won't click the dwell time until you actually go. So you tell me 3, 2, 1 when you're ready for me to start the timer.
You got it. All right, ready?
All right, foam away.
3, 2, 1. And hold on, I missed a couple spots really quick. And all right, keep it going. That's it. No more GSF. Let's watch it dwell.
When I heard the gun stop, I hit the start on the timer, so I'm assuming
okay,
that's
you're good.
right.
Yeah. So based off what I initially saw here, GSF comes out quite a bit thicker and quite a bit frothier, a little bit more shaving cream-like. Not like a full shaving cream at this dilution. A little bit more soap would have given us like a full-on shaving cream, but it's kind of a good mix of having that initial shaving cream kind of output, but then settling to more of a sheeting style foam. Now, the difference I notice here between Pearl is that the rate of which it is sheeting. So GSF seems to be clinging a little bit longer. It's not, I don't see these bubbles moving as fast downward. So Pearl would be a little bit of a faster sheeter, but also had a little bit more of a universal coat to it. So I'm seeing some patchiness here into the GSF where I didn't necessarily see that with the Pearl. So that would be kind of a trade-off there. So the thickness here is good, but I think the thickness of this particular foam may actually not allow it to get a nice even coat that maybe Pearl would between all the cracks and crevices. So this may not actually dwell as long as GSF or as long as Pearl. What are your predictions? Any thoughts? Any feedback? What do you guys think? I'm kind of nervous right now. I really talked this GSF up. You're in me now right now. let's get a little distance, Glenn. So, Dane, what do you think? What do people think? What are they saying?
We got a lot of GSF fans in the building.
A lot of GSF
so I think
fans?
they really like the look of it. They like the feel of it.
Yeah.
I would say it's pretty heavily skewed so far.
Dane tending the bar. Yes, he is. He's mixing up drinks and cocktails here.
Yes.
Almost for the next couple hours or however long this feed's going to go
Rich
for.
Smith asking, how is it on caked on road film?
So I think GSF actually clings on pretty well to that stuff. I think anything that has, I don't know, texture to it, I think it's going to cling on relatively well. Kind of what I'm noticing here is those lower bits, it really tends to cling and kind of, you know, especially on like the door handles, we're seeing it kind of, I don't know, build up here around the SR5 here emblem on the rear. So I think it would stick pretty well to that. But in terms of dwell time, I don't know, what are we at right now minute-wise, Dane?
We're 235.
235. And I still think it looks pretty good. I'm just wondering if you guys think it's going to beat out GSF or Pearl. Or I don't know if it's going to beat out Pearl. GSF is going to beat out Pearl. Because I feel like these flatter panels here, it's just not going anywhere. I think it's just sticking around. And it might just stay there. Well, while we wait for that, Dane, what's next on the list? What is your next soap of choice?
All right. So far, we've done Pearl and we've done GSF. And that cling is still happening past 3 minutes.
Okay.
So, when would you consider cling stopping? When it's like less than 50% of it is on the surface?
I would say so, because like at this point, I'm saying it's probably still at about 50%,
Yeah.
but it hasn't changed much. I mean, it's sticking around pretty well. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, this may be a guesstimated time of roughly 5 minutes of cling time, if not even longer, because right now we're almost at 4 minutes.
Closing in on 4. So, all right, next up, I think I'm going to switch things up. We're going to move over to GTECH, and we're going to use GWash.
GWash, you got it.
So.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to guesstimate. We're at 4 minutes right now. We're roughly at about 50%. I'm actually going to say probably 4 minutes and 30 seconds of cling time. Gabe, if we can get that written on there, 4 minutes and 30 seconds of cling time, and I'm going to call that good on that kind of, for GSF, that scientific guess there, because about another 30 seconds, and we're going to be way less than 50% foam on the surface. All right, I'm going to start rinsing now.
All right, I'll stop that, reset. Okay.
GSF does rinse away really cleanly.
One thing I want to, I'm doing GWash. Yeah. One thing I want to point out for those watching right now, I'll do a little housekeeping here. In the description on today's live stream, I've actually included links to all of the foam shown today. So, find one you like. If you like the foam cannon, any of those things, check out the links in the description, and we got you covered. So, yeah. And if you like shopping on our site, great. But if you like shopping on Amazon, we got links to our Amazon equivalents on all of our pages of products on our site, too. So check it out. Okay, let's do this thing. We've got, I'm going to go up to that second line. That's my goal. All right, so, Glenn, you're going to film me filling up. Or not. Okay, I'll just do it. All right, so I'm going to do that.
All right, we are back to just a wet surface again, Dane. I'm excited to see for what's next here.
Not much in there. Yeah, this is very gel-y.
So, GWash is quite a bit more thick than a lot of the other soaps. Now, some people ask,
magenta color. Okay,
the question,
so I need a hair
does the thickness of the soap, does the amount of body it has, the gel-like features of the soap, technically make it more concentrated or make it more potent than a soap that doesn't have that?
I mean, I kind of look at it in terms of concentration that way, but at the same time, I would, when I have a thick gel like that, I'm going to use less of it.
Well,
I'm not going to use more.
A normal consumer would look at it that way, but it's not true, right?
Right, because I'm a normal consumer. I'm not a detailer. So that's why they have fun making me do this stuff, because I don't know this.
The thickness of a soap has nothing to do with the foam output. Nothing.
Oh, well, I didn't say that.
No, I know. I'm just saying in general.
The actual. When I have a thick product, I'm not going to use as much because it's dense. I feel like it's not going to help putting more in there because, as we all know, somebody who put nothing but solid gel into a foaming container in the past, we've had many customer service, calls and things where people are like, it's not foaming. Well, they filled the whole thing up with gel and then they didn't put anything else in there or leave room for air. So,
so what are you thinking right now? What are you?
200 mils of water.
100 milliliters of soap, 200 milliliters of water.
All right.
Dude, you should be a pro by now. You've done this 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
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 All right, I'm going to read some of these comments here. So we have...
See, I don't like when they take me away from my
Project
comments.
says, I doubt thicker foam equates to better cleaning ability. Yeah, it really has nothing to do with that. Active foam is thin, but you don't want to use a lot. Also agree with Frank there. And then we have, let's see, I consider 6 to 8 minutes a good dwell time for the best pre-clean, 3 to 5 to give you some clean with a longer dwell time without it drying on, the better it pre-cleans. Yeah, that could be true. It really just depends if the soap is still actually working and doing what it needs to do, because sometimes soup will just like literally just sit there and then dry on the surface. So we don't want that. And then it says, Joey says, I'm glad I'm not the only one whose straw turned blue from snow. Yeah, snow did turn our straw blue. Mm-hmm. What can you do about the blue?
All right.
All right, Mike's Auto Detailing. Thank you for watching, even at work. We appreciate that.
Okay.
All right, so we have...
use a towel to dry off this table over here. Just throwing that out there for anybody who's got a free hand right now.
There's a towel right over there for you.
That'd be great. Yeah, you hush, Jimmy.
Jimmy, so what are we at light count? We got to be, are we at like 130, 140?
134 last time I checked.
Just hit 150.
We are 100 away. Dane,
Ooh.
do you have like a
You're asking if I have like a last will and testament written?
Yeah, do you have like a, let's just say if we don't hit 250, I mean, at 200, what are you willing to do for 200?
I'm willing to let 50 more likes pop up. That's what I'm willing to do.
Okay, so Dane's staying strong.
I'm not cheap.
250 likes, we foam Dane.
Get it right.
Jump on those alternate accounts. Do it. Make sure it happens. We need 100 more. Literally 100 more likes. That's not that many.
Don't hop on those alt accounts. Alt accounts don't count.
They count, Dane. They absolutely
don't
count. All right,
unless it's 250 real people individually clicking the like button.
Started drying
I don't want to hear it.
I'm going to give it a fair shot again. Just get a little more water on the surface.
Nice try, Sue.
All right, and we are getting ready for GTECHNIQ's G Wash shampoo. Connect the MTM there. Make sure we're on max foam. And Dane, I am ready when you're ready for the dwell time count.
All right, you start foaming. I will click as soon as you stop.
3, 2, 1.
Look at that.
All right, and now we wait.
Yep.
So, in terms of the look of this stuff, right? If I'm being completely honest, I would say I prefer the look of GSF more once it hits the surface. This is kind of a middle ground between Pearl and GSF. But we're already losing so much on the top there that we didn't lose with the other foams. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. So we might have a lower dwell time with this. Now the smell of GWash is kind of like a, not fruit punch, it's kind of more of like maybe like a little bit of cherry in there. It's kind of like probably say like a true cherry scent. But we're losing quite a bit. It's getting pretty patchy on that fender there. What are we at time-wise, Dane? A minute?
Let me kick back over to my clock, and yeah, a minute.
About a minute?
Mm-hmm.
Sticking around in the midsections, but we've lost almost everything off the top and in this middle section right here. That's going away pretty quick. Now, the benefit of GWash is that it's their recommended wash for their coatings, right? So everything, if you're using CSL, if you're using XO,
nice.
This is their recommended soap. And we've never had any issues with it. It's always worked amazing. Never had soap staining from GWash. I think the smell is pretty good. The lubrication is great. This is probably one of those soaps where, you know, if we were to make the lubrication argument, I would say GWash does offer a very good amount of lubrication. Maybe GSF, maybe GSF might have a little bit more. GSF, like I said, on the surface is probably one of the best feeling soaps, smelling soaps, and foaming soaps that we have. But a lot of these are a very, very close second. So at this point, what's our dwell time? We at 2 minutes, Dane, because this fender, we're losing most of this fender here.
Now, what I will say is, let's not forget, GTECH has a new version of GWash. That's their ceramic GWash, which is a protective GWash, but this is not that. This is their standard GWash that has been around for a few years. And yeah, we're sitting at 220 now.
Oh, I thought you meant 220 likes. I almost died. I almost said yes.
No.
Okay. So this is, I don't want to say it's underwhelming. I would just say that based on the way it went on and knowing my process of going around a car, working from top to bottom, the way that this is kind of just, you know, separating so much, I would imagine that the second I introduce a wash mitt to the top of a panel, I'm going to have most of this running off.
You'll be removing most of it.
I'm going to be removing most of it. It's going to be cleaning a little bit less. But in terms of the thickness of it, though, it's still thicker than Pearl, more patchy than Pearl. Pearl was nice because when I foamed it, I felt like it was all sheeting at the same time, whereas I'm getting a little bit more patchiness here with GTECHNIQ over here in that top corner there on the window. And then, like, this window barely has any foam on it anymore. That's pretty much almost all gone. Fender's pretty much all gone. I'm going to go ahead and say, Dane, what's our time right now?
Stopping at 3:28.
3:28. I'm going to say that that's about the dwell time that we have right there. So we'll put
3:28.
About 3:28 estimate.
Anthony, I got a question here.
We're at 174 likes. 250 likes, baby. We foamed Dane with P&S Pearl, right?
Oh, man. Yeah,
we're going to give him a pearl necklace.
He got so excited, he just totally blew it.
Short-circuited there.
Shine Obsessed here has a question for you.
Okay.
Because I was asking earlier, why not citrus foam instead of GWash? I use citrus foam in a cannon and GWash in my bucket.
So we do have citrus.
And that's a fair assessment.
We do have citrus foam. If anybody really wants to see citrus foam as another comparison product, we can pull it out, we can throw some in, and we can make that happen. I just didn't want to do an overwhelming amount of soaps today. If you want to see citrus foam, drop a comment, and we can throw that into the mix as well, just to give GTECHNIQ a good run, because this is done. I mean, I have soap actually drying on the surface now, so we're going to rinse this. I hope people are liking this live. I hope it's fun for people. I know it might be kind of boring just to watch me foam things, but maybe it helps with some good consumer style reviews that they can.
Yeah, we got some comments from people who want to see citrus foam.
They want to see citrus foam? Okay.
Mike, I will absolutely not get foamed with F11. That sounds awful. That would probably result in a hospital visit. Yeah, see, and here comes Brian saying more or less the same thing, Anthony. Saying GWash is your bucket wash, W8 is your pre-foam. We're aware of that, but we also like to foam our bucket washes on occasion, as is the case with Pearl, many soaps like that. Or like MATTA, for example, we're going to use later. That's also more of a bucket wash, but we're foaming it anyway.
Yeah, we're doing this just for variety. It's not a perfect system, but we can actually have, if somebody wants to go and grab us some citrus foam, that would be helpful. But I do want to know what's next on your list, Dane. What do you want to foam next?
So why don't we pull out the citrus foam? Where'd that go?
Citrus foam, back to back with GTECHNIQ. You don't want to mix it up a little bit?
Yeah, where's the? Yeah, I like having them together just for this one, just so we can see a direct comparison back to back. I think we got a bottle hidden away over there.
In a cabinet over there. Let's go find it.
Yeah.
Give me 1 sec, Dane.
All right,
you're making this hard
this
for
guy
me.
Out.
Just a
as
little
I
bit.
get it all over my shorts. That's great. All right, let's empty that. Looks like a raspberry lemonade.
Oh, here we go.
Doesn't want some
Here
of
we
that.
go. Here we go, Dane. I got your citrus
here it comes with that. All right, so
Oh,
top her off.
this is literally brand new.
Oh, look at that.
I can't get this cardboard piece off.
Poke it. Poke it with your finger.
Oh,
or
geez.
rip it off. That works
Whew,
too.
that was kind of
I was
exciting.
just stabbing it.
Yep, that smells like citrus foam to me.
And yeah, no, W4 is citrus foam, not W8. I only said W8 because a comment said it, so I mind melted it together.
If we've gotten this far with this
All right.
many likes and we don't get to 250, I'm going to be so upset.
Oh, I'll be so happy.
I'm going to be,
I want you to get to 249. That's what I want.
184. Dana, are you getting scared yet?
I'll be nervous when we start breaking into the two teens. Then I'll really be
So
scared.
we're going to have to strip you of all electronic devices.
Of course.
And then what are you going to do if you're phone? You're probably going to have to go home. Or you want to rinse yourself
I'll
off?
probably, hopefully it's trying to, wow, that's a bit.
He'll have to go home. Which, guys, come on. It's hilarious. We'll foam him so bad he has to drive home.
Oh God, getting in my check like that? No.
You'll be fine. We have an extra. We'll have some towels we'll lay down.
Okay,
Dane, you're adding quite a bit to that.
I'm doing 100 just like I did with the others. So there we go. That's 100.
That is 100. Okay.
Yeah,
That
well, I'm not a moron.
It felt like
I can do
way
it.
more than
Guys,
100, but okay.
I may be a little bit slow when it comes to the detailing stuff, but the reality is I am a capable learner when I need to be.
Yeah, if he gets into his Jag with a foam on him, I might actually clean the seats pretty well.
Fix that 50-50 jack left for me.
What we'll do...
Why did I put that on there? I need to put water. Just when I was talking about being competent, I mess up like that. Wow.
We're going to have you
Nobody had to tell me, though. Thank God.
We're going to have you sit in that seat and spin around.
Oh, no.
Really agitate that leather.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's a pH mount soap. You'll be fine. Now, are you setting it down or are you just eyeballing it?
I'm just eyeballing it.
I really want you to do this right.
Oh, hold on. I'm doing it right because it's on the line.
Dane, I'm just letting you know, man, we are at 162 people watching live, right? All they got to do is tell their friends to get us to 250.
You're all a bunch of great people.
They are great people.
You're great
we
until you
love-
get to that 250.
We love
249. I love you guys. 250. I hate you. I hate you.
Can't wait.
All right.
I'm literally like, my mouth is salivating
We are
right
on the
now
line.
at the thought
Okay.
of foaming Dane. Is that weird? That might be a little weird.
Mm-hmm. I feel like my mic has moved down, so I hope it's okay. Nick, let me know if it's okay.
Citrus foam. You guys requested citrus
Okay.
foam. You guys are going to get citrus foam. We're going to make this happen for you because, but no more other requests though after this. Ooh.
See, the only reason I get a little bit snippy about this stuff is because I'm taken away from my precious comments. I like being in control of the comments, so when I don't have that in front of me, I kind of go, oh no, what's happening? What's being said?
Nick asked if we can foam more of the vehicle and not the same side. If we foam more of the vehicle and not the same side, that would take away from our
It wouldn't no
test.
longer be an accurate
It wouldn't be an accurate test. Another thing too, we can't really get a camera on the back side. We can't really get a camera on the front.
We're trying to make it as fair and consistent
Do all
as
of
we
the
can.
side. Do all of it. Have I not been doing all of it?
Hey, Dane, we're almost to 200.
Let them.
Okay, here we go. Foam, citrus foam from GTECHNIQ. Are you guys ready to rock? Yeah! That's the crowd goes mild. Dane, are you ready to rock and roll?
I'm ready for that hang time as soon as you're done.
Okay, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. Missed the mirror here. Hold on. 200 likes, 50 more to go, Dane, and your demise will happen on camera live.
I guess we've learned what motivates people.
So, initial impressions here. GTECHNIQ Citrus Wash or Citrus Foam. I'm going to go ahead and say that this went on thinner than GWash. It definitely went on thinner than GWash. In terms of the look of it, I think it looks fine. I think it looks okay. We already have patchiness up top, and it's only been like 20 seconds. So up top here, this is what, I'm not a huge fan of how patchy that is right there. I wish that had better cling time like Pearl and GSF did. But It looks like the middle sections here, looks like we are getting more of a sheeting effect here on the larger panels. Not too much separation happening there. GWash already kind of started to separate probably around this time, but I feel like we're getting a good sheet of foam. A good sheet of cleaning foam, but yeah, we're at this point in time, I mean, we're at bare paint up top there. There's really not a lot left there. So the benefit to citrus foam though is that it is a cleaning foam. It is going to be able to clean and pre-treat surfaces, and so I know this is a super popular product, especially over in the UK for, you know, their pre-treating snow foam. I mean, they'll pre-treat it with a snow foam and then from there rinse it and then jump in with a normal 2-bucket wash. But I think it's looking pretty good though. For the most part, patchiness on the fender, flat on the doors. Dane, what kind of comments do we got regarding citrus foam? Do people like it? Do they hate it? Do they want to see more of it? Kind of leaving me hanging here, Dane.
Well, do we stop the timer?
No, we're not stopping the
okay,
timer yet. No, we're still
It's
going.
just, I'm trying to manage several things, and mostly I can't read half of these comments, so that's great.
Oh, why not?
Because if you read them, you would understand.
Dean, why not? Just say it out loud. Speak your mind.
No.
Speak other people's
mind.
mind.
It's not me speaking my mind.
So
it's unfortunately people getting creative with the names of the products, which I normally consider a good thing, but in this particular case, maybe not so wild about it.
So an update on the time we're at right now for this dwell time right now. We're at 2:25 right now. I'm going to guesstimate that this is going to be roughly a 3:30 plus dwell time, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Right now we are at, I'm going to go ahead and say 60% foam coverage. We might wait a little bit more, but I mean, we're at bare paint up at the top.
Give it a moment.
You know, across the board. Fender's starting to look really, really bare. The mirror is absolutely bare. But not bad. I would say not bad for a quick.
217.
We're at 217. Oh my God, we are so close. I can taste it. Like literally, my eyes twitching right now because of the excitement that I have. What do you guys want to foam, Dane, at 1-to-1 with Pearl? Yes, should we do like 3-to-1? Should we do the same day? You guys be the judge of that, right? You guys are putting all the work, right? Getting all these likes. So the least I can do is at least give you the dilution you want. But I can't do Pearl straight. That's just too messy. But 1-to-1, I might make that happen. You guys, these comments apparently are hilarious, and I am bummed that I can't sit there and watch them with you. Dane, I'm going to go ahead and cut it there. What are we at?
All right, we are stopping at 3:32.
That's what I thought, about 3:30.
I'm hearing word in the background that somebody's like enlisting students at the college, and like Umberto's got people in Puerto Rico chopping in to come and like.
No, I love that.
Like it. So everybody is contributing. I really admire like the team spirit here. Like that's great. I love that. I just don't like particularly in this case what motivates you.
Yeah, this is.
If we can find anything else to motivate you, that'd be fantastic.
Oh, we got a super chat from Jimmy Moto. What's Jimmy popping and saying?
So Jimmy Moto's saying we need more foam and more time. You have to boost that like count. Heck, foam O&R to prove it won't foam.
All right, we're rinsing the citrus foam now. Here we go. So this stuff is
Alex
actually
says 10 milliliters of water to 900 milliliters of a soap.
Might make that happen. So citrus foam, based off what I just sprayed there, you can see I'm getting a little bit more cling than I expected, right? Everything else is rinsing pretty cleanly. However, everything else is relatively pH balanced. So the stickiness of this foam and the cleaning power of this foam is kind of showing here with that area already rinsed. See what I mean? This is still all soap on the surface there. It's all still soap that's still clinging around. So it doesn't rinse off as cleanly, but that's probably because of the cleaning power.
I just had a really, really fun idea. Anthony, if you'd hold on for a moment. Well, go ahead and do your thing. I'll talk to the people at home. I've got a... What's that? Well, I mean, if he wants to hear it, he can, but I just had the greatest idea. We'll let him finish. All right. Okay, so for those of you who are watching right now, you're probably wondering, ooh, what's going on? 250. If we get to 250 likes, I'll take that.
This is kind of a pain to rinse.
Hold on. I'll get foamed with Pearl at 250 likes, but if we get if we get to 300 likes, Anthony gets foam too. If you
That
can
is
get us
so
to 300
unfair.
Oh, almost as unfair as you like totally sniping me yesterday with the 250 likes gets Dane foam. I had no idea that was coming yesterday.
Can I at least make
and
it
then we actually committed
350?
to it. I took the hit. I actually stood there and went, okay, we'll do it. So Anthony, I swear to God, if we get to 300 likes, Anthony gets foam too. They line us up like a firing squad, put us against the wall, and these guys foam us.
Oh, a firing squad? I didn't sign up for a firing squad, Dane.
I'm trying to motivate.
The things we do for this company, am I right?
Oh boy. That's right, Ulysses. Oh, snap is right. Oh man. We're 2:30.
All right, so we are, Dane, we're completely rinsed. We're back
Wow.
into bare water now.
Wow.
So what's next?
This is getting crazy. Yeah, so this is going to get nuts. Oh, G. Davis bringing Gabe's pressure washer for that foaming. Oh, my. All right, so next soap, I feel like let's change things up. Let's do a little MATTA.
You want to do MATTA or snow? It's up to you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I want to do MATTA and then snow,
Okay.
because snow is the one you expect to be good at foam,
Okay.
but let's see how MATTA does.
Okay. Snow or MATTA.
Right.
Oh my God, the scent of MATTA,
It's
dude.
so good.
I think Levi wishes he could be here to smell this with
Yeah.
us. Okay, but you have to
Run
promise me
this
that after we
down.
do MATTA, I need you to throw in one of either super foam or active foam to balance it out, because we
Yeah.
gotta get some more of those in,
No,
because
that's okay.
I think
I
people
was
are
saving
excited.
the heavy hitters for last, kind of.
Well, I
but
know,
yeah.
but you know,
Okay.
mixing it up.
So,
Doesn't that smell good?
Oh,
Dude, it's intoxicating.
this is, seriously, that is so
it's
good.
like foresty,
Yeah,
earthy.
It does have like you're walking in the forest, but with like a hint of kind of a floral scent.
So
It's
my
really
goal
nice.
is that MATTA, right? I want it to still exist. So Jack, if you're watching this, don't take our MATTA away. Just
Jack
yet.
was watching a minute ago. He apologized for the 50-50 of the Jag, but not really.
But so what I want more than anything is
okay.
a fall day with leaves around me, right? Nice cool fall morning with some leaves, maybe have a cup of coffee, and me filling up a bucket of warm water, hot water, throwing some MATTA in there, throwing some MATTA in the foam cannon, and doing a wash on my in my driveway on a fall day with MATTA. Like that would be the most vibey thing that you could do for a wash, especially a fall wash. 15 likes away from
15 likes to
250, Dane.
go. Okay, so we're right under 100 there. We're right around
Yeah,
100.
yeah.
I think that's good. So we'll put water in here.
Dane is sweating right now. I'm kind
Yeah.
of sweating too, but at the same
Yep.
time, I'm thinking about if we do hit 300 likes.
Honestly, if we hit 300, that's awesome.
that would be
is
amazing.
Totally
that would be
awesome.
actually one of our best lives
Because let's
we've
be
ever
real,
done.
like our live streams, we have a lot of great engagement. People are super fun, but there's just something about people don't always click the like button. Like lots of people watch, but they
okay.
don't
I
click
get
the like button. And we understand like people can forget and stuff, but it really does a lot to help the channel. So I just want to encourage anybody who's ever watched our stuff, if you even kind of liked it, please click like. Like it's just a small little detail
a
that
nice
actually helps
gesture.
a lot. Yeah. Okay, we are at 200.
You're truly eyeballing this.
Oh yeah,
I would
totally.
have done this in a way more technical fashion.
This
but
is
you know
how
what?
I would do it at home.
This is
so
how Dane
if
does
people
it.
want to see how it actually works with a regular guy who's not that precise does it, this is how it is. And I think that's actually, they said be realistic about it. I'm being realistic about it. To what?
44.
240.
Oh my God.
Dane is for sure getting foamed on this speed.
Okay, this is getting concerning.
We didn't get this far to back out now, baby.
Please, please, for the love of all that is
Hold
holy, get to
on.
300.
I haven't even liked this video. Where's my phone? I need to like it on
It
my
was
phone.
nice knowing you pre-foam. Yeah,
How many times are you
Okay.
twisting that thing? There we go.
there
cool.
we go. I just had to get it on the...
So MATTA is kind of you can't really see all the purple on the camera there, but it is in fact it is purple. I don't know. We've never foamed a MATTA before. We know you can foam it, but we've never really foamed it, especially in a situation like this. So Jack, if you're watching, don't get upset if it does not perform
This
the
is not
best
a
out of the bunch.
soap that's meant to foam.
So here we go. Ready to rock and roll. Dane, get that timer ready.
I'll start as soon as you stop.
Here we go in 3, 2, 1. right, let it begin.
All right, clock is ticking.
God, that smells so freaking good.
Okay, I want to walk over and smell it because I really enjoy that smell, but I've never smelled it foamed before.
It's amazing.
Ooh.
Wow, that smells good.
That's nice. That's real nice.
So what I'm noticing, honestly, for a soap that wasn't designed as a snow foam,
for something not meant to foam,
it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. Not as thick as GSF, thicker than Pearl, probably the same thickness of GWash, if I'm honest. But it looks like it's dwelling pretty well. Looks like we're having some pretty good runoff. I have a little bit of patchiness already in some areas. And I'm guessing what's happening in a lot of these patchy areas is that we're getting extra foam buildup and then runoff, right? So if there's like a massive drip that happens, it's just taking it clean off the surface. But we've pretty much lost, we are one like away. We are one like away.
I took my like off of it.
Dane, you can't remove your like, Dane. You can't do that.
Sure I can, I just did.
Somebody compensate for that like. Seabass is over there creating 50 accounts behind the camera to make sure that this happens. Anyways, after we hit 250, it's happening! It's happening! Oh my God! I am...
I don't know how I feel about that, but you know, I don't have a choice.
So, when we have this conversation with your parents later and they wonder why we foamed you on camera, we're going to say that's how much Dane cares about this company.
I took one for the team, and people love the live stream. It rhymes.
Yeah.
And I'm good with that. Okay, so
we don't need to get any more likes after this. We're pretty much done now. You guys don't need to go to 300. I mean, the thing is done, but it's happening. So we will have to save it for the end of the feed just because Dane is hosting.
Oh my God, Rob absolutely roasting me. I'm the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You're the Michelin Man.
Oh man, the Michelin Man.
The Michelin Man is just a Stay Puft Man with some more definition.
Hey, that's fine. You know what? Hey, like the way I see it, right? It's mass in all the correct areas. So Dane, dwell time right now. We are currently at what's our time right now?
We are. Sorry.
So we will have to save for the foaming until the end because Dane still has a job to do here. But it will happen.
2:27. Yeah, so we will literally save it for the very end of the stream.
So we're at
2:30. Guys, I can't be the only one getting hit here. We got to get to 300 or else it's not happening to Anthony. Do you not want to see us both?
That is exciting.
Absolutely annihilated. Please be as excited for this as you were for getting me foamed. Please.
I don't think anybody will ever get as excited about you getting foamed.
I'm really hoping right now. Please.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, no rush. Okay. No, I mean, like honestly, no, you don't have to create more accounts or anything like that. That's fine.
Yes. Road to detailing. 44 more to go for revenge.
Oh man.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
Thank you, Road to Detailing. Keep those likes coming. Now that I have no way of escaping my fate, I'm just going to encourage you to expand the collateral damage. Okay.
All right. So MATTA, let's give you a quick update here.
Neil, absolutely do not foam me with Brake Buster. That
MATTA
is
actually looking pretty good still, but I think we're pretty much reached our 50% foam coverage, so I'm probably going to call it here in just a minute. But I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, for a soap that wasn't meant to foam or isn't sold as their pre-foam, it looks good. I would say it looks pretty good. So, Dane, we're going to go ahead and cut that there.
All right.
On the time, if we can get somebody on the board.
3:41.
What's that?
3:41.
3:41. So that actually beat out Citrus technically.
Yeah.
Citrus foam for a foam. Let's rinse it.
3:41. All right. Okay, we got that.
$257. I don't want to hear that. Don't tell me how many likes there are to go till I get foamed. That's not fun, Glenn.
Who's going to measure dwell time on Dane? Hey, Specky. All right, everybody's hanging out here now.
All right, so that pretty much wraps that up for MATTA. That looks pretty good.
Oh, boy.
Dane, what's next on your list, man?
All right. Next up,
Before your
let's
demise.
kick it over to super foam.
Super foam?
Yeah, let's do some super foam.
Okay. Now, all jokes aside, never foam yourself with super foam.
No,
technically,
I know.
you should,
Everybody's like, ha ha ha. No, don't do it.
technically, you should be
Seriously.
wearing gloves when you wash the super foam.
Speaking of which, let me get some gloves.
I can't believe this is happening. I am so happy. I'm so filled with joy. If I were to get foam, though, I don't even know what I'd get foam with. Because if Dane wants Pearl, he requested Pearl. He wants to smell like lemons. I think I would want MATTA, to be honest. That way I would smell like an evergreen forest. And, you know, when I go home, my wife's like, why do you smell like cheap lemon? I'm like, cheap lemon? It's not cheap lemon. I mean, it's a Meyer lemon.
It's an expensive lemon.
And I said that what I'm wearing right now, though, is, you know, a little bit of that evergreen, that earthy smell. So super foam is next, and you do have a spout on super foam.
Yeah, although I noticed this container is actually a little leaky. It's just one we pulled out of the stock.
We lost that O-ring on it.
Yeah, so this is not indicative of how it will arrive at your house if you order it. This is just one we pulled aside for use in the shop because, you know, don't let that stuff go to waste, right?
So G. Davis says, foam Anthony with creatine. Oh my God.
Wow.
And then Rich Smith says, what happened to picture quality? I hope the picture quality is still with us there.
Right.
So we'll have to see. But other than that, though, what is the pH foaming with Pearl? pH is pH balance, so it's 7. And then would 400 likes means the whole media team gets foamed? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sign off on that.
If you guys got to 400.
If you got to 400 and the whole media team got foamed, I would say it's absolutely worth it.
It's just a straight dictatorship in here. We are absolutely foaming everyone. Oh, Glenn doesn't want to play now. Oh, it's so sad. Like she totally encouraged the whole thing leading up to that point, and suddenly you change your mind? Oh. Okay, so back to
God,
super foam.
So
yeah, I am just
funny, man.
Full of it today.
We got Specky in the house hanging out with us, and Dane. Gee, I can't put that on there. You know that, but that is hilarious.
Okay, let's see if I can get this to
play
that's
nice. So funny.
Woo, that is too much. We're
at 265. Guys, keep it under 300, please.
Okay, so
please.
That was excessive.
That's way too much.
Way over the line, so we're actually at 150 right now.
So pour that into our mixture of other soaps.
Yep. This is going to be a devil's concoction by the time it's done. Okay, that's still too much. I need to go down a little more.
Looks like you're close. So the smell of super foam, I don't know what the heck it is. It's like
a little more.
It's fruity, but it's like a weird masculine fruit, right? So it basically would be like there was a fruit, right?
Okay, here we go.
That got picked on, right? Like let's just say in junior high, whatever it is, in high school, and that fruit graduated and says, I'm tired of being picked on, Grandpa. And that grandpa fruit says, you know what you got to do, son? You got to get yourself some creatine to get into the gym, right?
Why the grandpa?
So that fruit now gets into the gym and just starts pumping those weights, right? Starts getting just absolutely jacked.
Get them gains, bro.
And it could be an apple that's getting jacked. It could be a banana.
Applejack.
It could be an apple and banana that's getting jacked. But basically, that masculine fruit is what I get from super foam. Do you smell that?
Is it hurting me sniffing this much?
No. But it absolutely does smell like a fruit that has seen some stuff.
266.
266.
How does something
oh my God.
smell this good but also be this effective?
All right, let's see what this comeback of this masculine fruit can do.
All right, make sure your adjustments are good.
I think that this is going to be pretty good.
Good to go. Okay.
I always, all of our super foaming that we've done in the past has always been super impressive. So it's not just the smell, but it really is the cleaning power. So here's the thing. Bead Maker will have a run for its money after super foam. So after we rinse it, we're going to see if it absolutely breaks through the Bead Maker, because at this point in time, all the other soaps have not affected the bead maker. Not even the citrus foam had affected the bead maker. It was still beading pretty well. So, ready? Ready to do this? Dane, tell me when you're ready.
All right. Get her started.
Ready in 3, 2, 1. God, that smells so good.
Holy crap, that is some good looking foam. Wow.
So this is substantially thicker than a lot of these other soaps. I mean, you can, Glenn, if you look underneath that mirror there, you can see the thickness, or actually that door right there as well. You can get this right here and show that it's thick, but arguably our dilution may have been even a little bit too heavy, because the thing is it's melting off relatively quick. I'm just thinking, because of how heavy that foam is, we're gonna have less dwell time technically. But God, does it smell good. Oh my gosh. That is, I think it's safe to breathe in. But again, like I was saying before earlier in the feed, Coach Kemi specifically bumps up the scents on the super foam and active foam for the car wash use, because the idea is that with your fans on in the car, your AC on in the car, when you're going through a tunnel wash, you're going to get all that scent into the car, and it's going to smell good, and so you're going to like going to the car wash. You're going to want to go back again because of how good it smells. What are we doing for lunch, Jimmy?
You guys are probably going to eat foam. 275 likes.
Jimmy says, well, I know what we're doing for lunch. You guys are eating foam because we're at 275. Oh my God.
Oh man.
I'm counting on it. I'm counting on us getting at 3. I've accepted it now.
Please.
So with most of the weight off of super foam, I'm still seeing a decent amount of sheeting here on the doors. That looks pretty good, but keep in mind this is a pH of what, 12?
Yeah, no, it's the higher stuff.
Let me
it's
see. I want to double check again.
One was 9.5, and the other one was actually
12. 12 even. So
12.
We're at a higher alkaline. We're 5 above, 5 points above pH balance on the pH, or the acid base.
Project
acid
Arjun here
scale.
asking, which Coach soap is good for touchless washes? I would say
this is it.
You're looking at it.
Super foam is going to be the best for touchless washes. So this would be my go-to during the winter when you're picking up a lot of grime. During the summer, really not necessary unless you're dealing with some massive bug guts. But for wintertime usage, this is going to be the most ideal. It's going to be able to break down a lot of that road salt. It's going to be able to clean that off because it is a higher alkaline cleaner, and safely do it. So if you wanted to, and you had water access, you could technically rinse your car, foam it with super foam via an IK sprayer or pressure washer, depending on how you want to do it, and then rinse it. And I think that your car will still be quite a bit cleaner than it was when it first went in. So pretty good dwell time. I'm going to call it here pretty soon though, because we're looking about a little bit, right around 50% foam coverage.
It definitely moves a little faster.
Maybe
it looks awesome
less.
going on. But
so actually, Dean, I'm going to say I'm going to call it right there.
50%.
So what do we hit?
Gone. Wow, right under 3 minutes. So 258, 59.
258 of dwell time for super foam. So actually one of the lowest dwelling, but that makes sense. It is a foam on, rinse off product. It's not a foam and agitate. The idea is to foam on, rinse off. So I would say that's pretty much on par for the usage of this product. So Dane, what is next on your list?
All right. Now I want to see Stjarnagloss Snow.
Snow from Stjarnagloss.
Let's make it snow in here.
I'm ready for that party.
All right, guys, don't forget.
Actually, we want to come see this right here. Bead maker on the windows is still holding it beautifully. Even after super foam. However, look at the paint. That is pretty much stripped the bead maker off. Go to rinse this. See that sheeting? Yeah. The windows held up. The paint did not hold up to super foam. We're getting a lot of sheeting there. So it goes to show you.
278.
278. Oh my God, 22 away. This goes to show you that the cleaning power of super foam is the real deal, man.
Follow-up question, Anthony. Project Arjun asking, does super foam affect the ceramic sheeting? So if you have a ceramic coating on and you have sheeting capabilities, how would that affect it? I don't think it's going to take it off.
It shouldn't affect it.
Yeah. It might take a
super foam on a ceramic coating. I've never seen it hurt a ceramic coating, but I think it's definitely going to, it'll do something to it because it's just, this isn't an every week product. Super foam wasn't designed to be like that. Active foam could potentially be an every week product if it's really that bad where you live, or at least an every month product. But super foam is, I'd probably say, wintertime only, summertime when decon is necessary, or if you're going to be doing a full wash before polishing, then I would say super foam would be great for that. But I mean, I'm working with a flat panel now, guys. That whole door is pretty much flat. We've stripped the bead maker off of it. Windows are still amazing though. Dane, what's next? Snow?
All right, we got snow from Stjarnagloss coming up next. Okay. I'll leave it here until it's ready.
God, I keep trying to rinse soap off, but I'm realizing it's just literally just sheeting that much. There you go, guys. Super foam. If you're looking for a decon wash, or if you're looking for like a super decon wash or a prep wash before jumping into polishing and all of that, if you do paint correction, super foam would be worth picking up, man. That's yeah, strong stuff. All right, so we got snow on deck. Oh God, gee. There's no more kids after the foaming. Oh my God. Oh,
remember,
my
guys,
God.
gals, everybody watching, if we get to 300 likes, I'm no longer the only one getting foamed today.
Sucks.
Anthony will suffer the consequences of his sporadic actions on yesterday's live.
Oh, dang.
It will be my revenge for having us reach 250 likes where I got foamed. If we can get to 300 before the end of this 2-hour live stream, there's still like half an hour, 40 minutes left, so we got time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's
all right. You ready for snow, Dane?
I'm ready for snow.
You ready
Let's
to
do
start
it.
the timer?
Yep.
Here we go. Snow from Stjarnagloss, their foam pre-treatment product. I mean, it's great. Offers a lot of lubrication. Smells fantastic. Smells like coconut. We love using it around here as well. And let's see what it does. Ooh, that looks good. That is a good-looking foam. $291. I hate you guys.
You started again. Okay.
All right. I love you guys, but I hate you guys. So snow, in my opinion, this is probably the second best looking, maybe the first best looking snow foam in the lineup so far. This and GSF look great, but snow, if you look at it, has that same sheetiness of Pearl had, but it's thicker. It's got more body to it. And when I was laying it on, I could see that fluffiness, but it was more like a wet marshmallow rather than a shaving cream. Glenn, why are you laughing?
We're close.
We're close. We're too close. We're too close for comfort.
I mean, Anthony.
So the smell of this is coconut. Smells fantastic, just like all the other Stjarnagloss products, but this absolutely blows MATTA out of the water in terms of snow foam performance. So yeah, up top here, we're kind of losing it up top a little bit. But I'm more focused on this quarter right here, which is still holding on really well, and those doors are holding on significantly well.
It's also important to bear in mind, there are a lot of soaps out there that contain some kind of protection these days, but that's not what we're using today, so you don't have to worry about protection causing future foams to slough off more easily. This is all a very fair fight. We're all working on a clean surface after.
So this is sticking around pretty well. I mean, those doors, with how well
that just looks like it's staying put.
Look at the, I mean, it's clinging, but I'm seeing it's a very, very, very slow sheet. This might be a, oh. Oh, who is
I
John
love
Green?
you guys. I'm back to loving you again. That's great. That's so great. I love this.
John Green is not nice
Yes.
about things.
300 likes means I'm not the only one getting phoned
No,
today. Anthony and I are getting phoned.
but
And also Joey
so
threw out
you
there.
don't know the reason why I'm scared.
Why?
I gave him crap on the podcast for going to a Goo Goo Dolls concert in like in Blue
Oh,
October.
no.
So I feel like he's got a vendetta against me.
Well, see, Joey threw out here that if we get to 500 likes, Levi, the second he steps off the plane, is getting foamed. So,
oh my gosh. I still make it. I'm still making it standard.
man.
At 400 likes though, I'm seeing the whole media team, but I don't think we'll get to 400. 300 is probably a stretch.
I think 300 is
You
pretty extreme.
guys.
I am so impressed with you guys.
What?
We did it.
I'm
did it?
so
No, I know.
impressed
I know
with
we
you
did
guys.
it.
Oh, that's so
I know
great.
we did. I know we hit 300. I know.
Okay, how's that? That well's still going.
Yeah, it looks great, Dane. I'm more thinking about how I'm gonna be all wet. What I'm gonna
Yeah.
do for this.
Project is right. Levi's definitely feeling relieved at this point.
Oh, I'm sure he
no,
is.
He's safe and sound.
No, the
down
thing
in
is though,
Georgia.
when you get me and Dane on a live like this, we get to have fun like this, and we're down for it, right?
We're goofing
Levi
off.
would have been like, "I'm not getting phoned," and I'd be like, "Levi, you're getting phoned." He wouldn't have
300 official confirmed. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
dwell
thank you.
time. God, this stuff looks good. This looks great. What are we at time-wise, Dane?
All right, so we're at 308 right now.
308? Mm-hmm. I'm going to say that this is going to get well over 4 minutes.
Oh, Levi hasn't even gone to the airport yet. He says he's sitting on the couch getting ready.
What? Get him in here for this.
He's just been watching the whole thing.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Must be nice. I should have taken
See, when
today
Levi's
off.
on the live stream, he likes to chat, but he also likes to get stuff done. So, like, if he was here, he would just be like, bam, get it done. Bam, get it done. Which is great if you're in a shop,
get
but
to
when you're trying to
hang out.
demonstrate, we're gonna
hang
goof
out with
off
the
a
kids
little. So I
today.
hope you guys are all right with that.
Man, that sucks. But hey, it's okay.
All right.
So Dane, I'm gonna go ahead and map. What are we at right now? Almost 4 minutes.
350.
Okay. I'm gonna say that this still
We
has
hit
a lot.
50%, or are we still around 60?
Dude, I'm gonna throw this. I'm gonna go ahead and guesstimate it. I'm gonna say 4 minutes and 30 seconds if we can get that on the board. If we can get that on the board from Gabe. 4 minutes 30 seconds, Gabe.
What is it?
For snow, 4 minutes 30 seconds.
We're at 408 right now.
We're at 408.
Yeah.
Should we let it see if it beats out GSF?
Let's see.
Let's wait. Let's wait.
It's all of 15 seconds from now, so let's just let it do its thing.
Pretty much. It's-
when do you call it?
I'm
When we get to
calling it right about when I
50%
see
or less
that
foam on the
50%
panels.
separation between the soap and the panel.
basically when it's
but
less than
it's
half
just
of
these
what's
doors
there.
that are holding on for dear life,
start.
especially on those lowers that are giving it so much. What do you guys think? I mean, this is snow from Stjarnagloss at 100 milliliters of soap. Smells great, looks great. I'm pretty impressed with this. Especially for the people that, you know, love GSF as well. This might be a great alternative if you want to mix it up.
Especially after how many times you sprayed and washed that car.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call it there. What are we at?
All right,
Gabe?
so we are at 502.
502?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God.
I was just informed that we're also
Foaming
going to
is
foam
gonna go
us
on
getting, well,
TikTok
film
as
us
well.
getting foamed on another
Guys, I don't need to be
platform,
publicly
so.
humiliated on multiple platforms.
The next
Just
one I'm
one.
going to do is super foam, or active foam, sorry. No. Active foam, not super foam. We already did super foam. Active foam, yes. Snow out here kicking butt. Dino says 320 likes, we found Gabe. Feels like kind of an arbitrary number, like one we're already pretty close to. Ooh, ooh. Gabe says next live maybe. Oh man, you guys are nuts. This is crazy. Alright, where are we at? We've got 200 people watching and 302 confirmed likes, so that is...
All right, Dane, we are completely rinsed over here.
Alright.
So,
Yeah.
Snow, man. Snow puts up a
That is
fight.
just-
Holy smokes. That's a good soap. That is a great pre-treating
Dang.
soap.
Alright, so Final one. We got active foam. I'm going to put my gloves back on.
97 more to snow staff. Snow stuff. Oh my gosh,
right.
guys! I don't think we'll have enough time to get to 400. As much as I would love that, I would love nothing more than to see sea bass.
Dude, we've still got 35
foam
minutes.
down.
We've still got, and this glove is not going on. Come on. I am not a doctor. Can you tell?
Dean, what are you doing?
Get on there. All right. Okay. This needs to be emptied out.
Yeah. So I'm pretty impressed. That snow is a very good product. I mean, in comparison, seeing it and up to the test of everybody else.
Anthony, before we get filmed, I did have a special request from people in the audience.
Okay.
They want us to foam this devil's concoction in the bucket.
The devil's concoction?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll foam that.
I think it's just basically it's a graveyard of
it is. Oh,
soaps.
hold on, I gotta add snow to it though.
Yeah.
And the super foam that was left over. So I have. this literally is the devil's concoction.
I'm gonna switch hands for this because
It's
I gotta go on a different one.
God, this has just got a little bit of everything in it, doesn't it?
That's why you call it the graveyard. All right. It's just spilling over the side. That's all right. We're nowhere to be seen, okay?
I actually got the Goo Goo Dolls to smash the thumbs up. That's
this is
the
horribly
best.
inaccurate. I'm sorry to everybody watching.
All right, so this is snow into the bucket here.
Okay, we are at 100. Wow, I got that. Okay.
This is truly a devil's
Notice
concoction.
the surprise in my voice.
That
Okay.
stuff in there does not look right.
Oh no,
It looks
it looks
that chemical
scary.
in there is breathing. You can see it.
It's like the abyss. We're gonna find a monster down there.
Yeah.
All right. So. Oh wow, I didn't put water in there.
Jack says, "Thanks, all I can eat my dinner now." Jack, you should be very proud, man. Snow definitely kicked some serious butt,
Good
man.
job, snow.
Crazy.
There's nothing.
Crazy,
like it.
crazy.
Okay.
But Pearl is still pretty great though. 4 minutes for Pearl.
Yeah.
That was, I would say that's pretty dang good.
Gotta say, oldie but a goodie. All right, 200 mLs of water, just like that.
So, but here's the thing. I'm glad we're saving active foam for last because active foam is absolutely going to put out the best, one of the best finishing scents. And our studio is going to smell great.
I suspect it won't cling as long though, based on the
actually, we got
performance
the
of our
devil's
other.
concoction is going to be last, and then technically us getting foamed, which is last.
Yeah. God. Can't wait for that.
Can't wait to read it.
1,000 likes and Jeff gets foamed.
1,000
he's
likes,
got to come
oh.
back from that trip too. So.
Is Jeff watching? I don't think Jeff's watching
I don't
right
think
now.
so, but Levi's watching. All right.
Jeff is
saying
always
fun
watching.
live. All right. Did Levi smash that like button before the live stream? I certainly hope so.
Okay,
We're at
active
that
foam.
point.
Coming up. 3 more likes, says Logan Walsh. What's 3 more likes to what?
Right, where are we at?
We're not at 4. We're not anywhere
No
close to
way.
400.
We're at 312. I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay. Here we go. Active foam going in. Everybody else here is going to enjoy this. You guys are going to enjoy it visually.
Now, if we
but
get
the
to
smell.
400 likes, though, we are foaming the team.
Oh, yeah, 400 likes will foam the team.
That's right.
But we have to get
So
to
y'all
400
better
likes.
hope that they don't get creative in that last home stretch.
Nick said he'd cut it at $3.99.
Nick's gonna cut it at $3.99. Wow, and then we'll have angry mobs coming here with pitchforks and torches.
All right. Active foam. Are we ready to rock and roll, people?
All right, let me get my clock out. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Bring it.
3, 2, 1. Oh my God, it smells like freaking heaven, man. It's incredible. I cannot believe how good this product smells. They've killed it. They've killed it with how good this smells. You know what's funny too? Is that when Jack was here filming videos, we actually had some active foam in a thing that I think we were just spraying out the rest of the product that was in the container, and he smelled it. And even Jack said, yeah, man, this smells pretty crazy.
Yeah. Now, G-Man here has a question for you. How do I try super foam without getting the big old jug?
That's it. You can only get the big jug, unfortunately.
That's
it
the way they come.
is meant to be sold in a more of a commercial setting, so you have to buy the big thing. Same thing with active foam. Maybe someday they'll make a 1 liter size. But so far it's looking pretty good. That window is pretty much gone almost already.
Popped in to say she's mad we didn't do this when she was here.
Yeah, Morgan.
Sorry.
Bet you're happy. Enjoy the suffering.
Folding snapping towels while watching this foam party. Yes.
Smell-wise, this is probably one of the best smelling.
If I'm you could rank all of these, how would you...
After smelling all these fruity smells, I'd actually say I'm almost like ready to rank this as being like #1 in terms of smell, just because it's so good. I just wish it was pH balanced, because this is all I would ever use. Seriously, if it really was, I mean, I would use this constantly.
But if it was pH balanced, it wouldn't work like it does.
Well, I would use it as my pre-treatment, and then I would still throw something like maybe MATTA or Bubbler or something like that into the bucket.
If you want pH balanced, you use GSF. That's
I know, but I'm saying if they made a pH balanced active foam, how sweet that would be, or a pH balanced GSF with the active foam scent.
Oh, okay. Okay, with the scent. You're looking for the scent. I was going to say performance.
Yeah.
If it's balanced, then it won't perform the
scent is sandalwood. It's like a sandalwood scent, and it's just so good. But I would say that this is not going to have the dwell time again, because this is also a pre-treatment foam, not meant to dwell. But what's funny is that snow is a pre-treatment foam. It's meant to dwell, but I thought it would be on the same line of, you know, the Coach pre-sprays. But
can you verify the accuracy of that?
Let's see. Active foam smells like the bathroom at Fantasy Girls in Reno.
Oh,
I'm going to go ahead and agree with that.
Okay.
Not that I've been recently, but I imagine it's probably, you know, one of Levi's favorites is the Glitter Gulch in Vegas.
That name will never not be funny to me.
So see, even Jack agrees the sandalwood is amazing.
Yes,
it really is, guys.
It
it's such a good smell. And Jack is also a connoisseur of great scents, which is hence why his line smells so great as well. So I would say we probably got 30 more seconds of this, man. This is pretty much at its...
We're at 240 right now. As I suspected, it didn't cling as long, but it's doing a lot more work than your average balanced soap would.
The doors still look okay.
But we're past the 50 mark, you'd say?
Oh, we're almost there. That window has nothing on it. That fender is losing most of it.
All right, so we got 306 on that if we're stopping here.
I'm going to call it, we'll call it 306.
306 it is.
What was Super Foam, 258?
258.
So we got more time out of active foam than we did Super Foam before calling it. So we'll go ahead and rinse this off. Now, Dane, how are you going to mix that devil's concoction?
Well, I was going to say, would somebody who has free hands right now get me a stir stick, please? Oh, I'm about to pour a little more.
Here we go. Here's the rest of this devil's concoction.
I want to make sure this is mixed up nice so that we have a proper balance.
What if we just create like the ultimate?
I mean, you can do that, but you got to
soap.
at least stir it with something. So there you go.
Dane, that's not doing anything.
It doesn't matter.
Dane, what are you
It's
doing?
the thought that counts. There we go.
We need to get him a ladle.
All right, cool. All right, so in the interest of we're not using this bucket anymore, so get 200 ml. Good.
Tell me wrong.
Oh, you want to do 100. Stop right there. Okay. So this has some stuff up in it. Okay. 100 of the devil's concoction into this bottle. Okay. All right. Now, rinse it off with some water, 200 mils to be exact. And we will. There we go. All right. Ready?
All right, Dane. So what are you going to call this? Are we calling it the Devil's Concoction?
Yeah.
The Devil's Soap?
The Devil's Body Wash.
Seabass said Dane Slime.
Dane
That's
Slime?
disgusting. It's the Devil's Body
Devil's
Wash.
Concoction. All these like crazy bad silences. And lab coats, yeah.
This is the Devil's Body Wash for sure. Okay, so got that. Give a little mix in, a little fix in.
I think, hey,
here.
no, Dane, listen,
What?
listen to me. Hold on, did you pour water in yet?
Yes, we put 200 ml of water to 100 of the Devil's Concoction.
So here's why.
So that way it's accurate to all the previous ones.
Everything, listen to me, everything was already diluted, meaning that everything that was left inside that already had water in it. You should just put it straight in.
You're right.
Put another 100.
He's right.
Just put another 100.
Like I'm talking like fill that thing
Give me
up.
another 100.
Just fill it. Because we have to compensate for all that other
technically,
water.
all that other stuff was accurate diluted, but when you put it all together, it's no longer accurate.
So you need to fill that thing up, Gabe. I'm talking, we need a really...
So we're just going to go straight foam party with this.
Yeah. No, there's already water mixed in at the proper dilution.
It looks like peach juice.
What does it smell like?
I'm afraid to find out. Oh, that's going on my hand. Cool. Okay, at first I was like, ooh, and then it was like, oh, that smells like butt.
Does it smell like butt?
At first it was like, oh, kind of fruity and good, and then it was just, nope, that's butt.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, see?
So something isn't right there.
No, it smells like rotten fruit.
Hand me that sprayer.
John says it's like when you're a kid going to the pop machine and getting
Oh my gosh.
of everything.
Yeah, no, it doesn't necessarily
Well, that's
smell
why I said
good.
it's like a graveyard.
So this is what's throwing it off. It's the fruit mixed with the active foam, which has that cologne scent to it.
I'm not calling it the other thing they call it because I don't want to get demonetized.
Okay, here we go. All right, I'm excited to see what this is all about. I'm gonna lay this on, guys. One last final, like crazy. I'm gonna lay it on thick too.
Well, yeah, you got it.
Just to do it. The Devil's Concoction, which could be one of the greatest soaps ever made.
Right, get ready to measure time.
We'll start when we said.
Yes.
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. It's definitely something. Foam the whole car? Okay.
Well, but we're trying to get a proper dwell time, right?
I know, Nick wanted me to foam the whole car. But yeah, we'll just wait.
So I started the dwell time counter already
Okay.
from the moment you stop the gun. So we'll be able to get
All right,
there.
we'll let it sit. It actually,
I appreciate
honestly,
that, G.
looks
Davis.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's a pretty good thick sheet.
But it's not like shaving cream. It's definitely on the more watery side, but it sticks. It's definitely sticking.
It'd be hilarious to be like, go to wipe it and the paint just comes off.
Paint just
So
peels
apparently we're
right
not
off.
chemists here, and we shouldn't be mixing things that we don't know much about. I think it'll be
Well,
fine.
I mean, doesn't every other YouTuber seem to do that at some point? Yeah.
So,
Just think of the views you'll get when you rush to the emergency room. That's
Yeah.
right, G. Thinking about the views and nothing else. That's
This
what
looks-
got us this far.
this looks pretty good, man. This looks, honestly, this Devil's Concoction might be one of the best foams we have. It just requires you to spend roughly $250 on soap, and then you'll be able to make it for yourself.
Joey, we are absolutely not getting foamed with this.
We're not getting what?
I feel like this. What, Gabe?
Pearl.
Oh,
I'm
Pearl.
mixing it for John.
Okay, but can you at least make sure the water's clean in that and doesn't have any active foam or super foam in it?
Yeah, we need to make sure that.
I don't want to get foam with Pearl. I want to get foam with MATTA.
Literally, I will phone HR if you foam us with anything other than Pearl.
Okay. All right. Dane. Can't believe I signed up for this. This is ridiculous. Just to think, I have leftover Cheesecake Factory I brought in today. That's not going to taste as good now. The Gerudos are joining the chat.
Oh man, gonna melt the moldings.
Oh,
Is that the MTM foam cannon? Yes,
is
MTM Hydro,
Yeah.
Magnum 28 set. Although technically it's a PF22 for the foam cannon itself, just the canister and the nozzle on it. You can use it
SF
with
can
different
turn
handles.
paint to matte if it has no clear. I would agree with that. I think so.
Mixture effects.
This is looking pretty good, guys. This is like literally not going anywhere.
It is clinging a lot better. I think that stuff balances out the active and the super so that it holds better.
I think we'll easily push over 4 minutes on this thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that.
Easily.
Oh man.
Sunglasses on my desk and Quinn's desk. And I would have these guys take off their shoes too so they don't get wet. It's not that we care or anything. We don't really care.
Just out of curiosity, did everybody just stop caring about the likes? Did we not get anywhere close to 400? That sucks.
321.
Guys, you didn't have the 80
I think
left
we've
in
taken
you.
it
You had
about
the
as
50
far
left
as
in
we
you
can.
to get to me, right?
You've already foamed us, Anthony.
Yeah, not on that, not on purpose, but
It
just
was on purpose.
yeah, maybe a little bit. All right, so are you guys?
I'd like to nominate G. Davis's head at HR.
Oh man.
Oh man. I don't think anybody's going streaking today, so we should be
No.
okay.
All right, so I'm looking at this right now, guys. God, it's not
Hopefully
going
you have your
anywhere.
Gore-Tex Brooks on. Yeah, that would be a good plug.
I know, if I had the Gore-Tex Brooks, that'd be amazing. What do we look on that time-wise, Dane?
We are at, let me move my, there we go.
3 minutes and 35 seconds, okay. Yeah. Well,
Man,
I might call it at 4 because right now it's actually still looking pretty good, but I kind of want to just get this over with. Are we doing one at a time?
Wow, way to just totally be dispiriting.
Are we doing one at a time or are we doing both at the same time?
Why don't we let the chat talk?
Yeah.
Okay, do you guys want to...
All right.
Ask them what they want.
Tag team it. Go down as partners.
Should we
Oh,
hold
dear.
hands as we go down as
I
partners?
think we should rinse the Sequoia off, have you stand and pose, and then
We create a shadow outline on the,
guys.
side.
Okay. Not really. I mean, honestly,
stand in front of it
the
like
Devil's
that.
Concoction is killing it right now. We're at 4:30.
No, I see what they're trying to do. They're saying go separate one at a time. No, we are getting it at the same time. There will be no exclusionary stuff going on here. Like I said, firing squad against a wall here.
It's what everybody wants. So I'm seeing both at the same time, 2 separate, 1 at a time. Guys, we need to know exactly what you want. Both.
Dane, how,
Check your VPN.
Yeah, let's check that.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to call it there.
okay.
What are we at?
We are at 5:02.
5:02.
Oh, it's a tie with snow.
Okay. Well, I mean, guys, the Devil's Concoction, it's a real thing. It works.
G. Davis, I swear to God. He goes, please do them one at a time, so if anything bad happens, Anthony's okay. God, you guys are brutal. You're saying headshots? What is this? I thought you liked us. You clicked like, but clearly you lied. Oh, man. We got a lot going on here. I'm seeing a lot of both. I'm seeing some individual. I mean, yeah. That's right, Jamie. It's how I said it. Firing squad style. We're just both going to stand in front of the truck. And we'll leave an outline. And they're just going to get us. No, Jay, we're not going to have our mouths open. What's wrong with you? You know, saying put that foam cannon on pinpoint rather than fan. Oh, you guys. I swear, bunch of monsters.
Oh, man. Can we turn on some Enya before this happens?
Who can say
Yeah.
it below? I don't
Yo,
even
put that
remember the
can on
lyrics.
10 point, not a fan. Oh man, Dane should get it twice.
No, my favorite was G. Davis. Do them separately, so if anything bad happens, Anthony will be safe.
I see a heavy discount coming on the t-shirt.
Oh no!
Oh man.
This is
All right, are we ready to do this?
wow.
All right.
Okay, well,
We got sunglasses.
Sunglasses and
You're
probably
gonna have
should put
to.
a mask
You're gonna
on.
have to take off your mic.
Probably so we don't eat it. What are you planning on doing?
I appreciate that.
All right, mics are coming off. All right,
Okay.
guys.
We will no longer be mic'd. So I suppose he's gonna take our mics off. I don't
Don't
wanna
look
freak
so
people out.
excited, Jimmy. You're not excited? Are you sure? You seem pretty excited. Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Okay. Are you doing shoes on or shoes off, Dane?
My shoes off.
Sucks.
Any final words?
Yeah, let me see your
No,
mic.
I don't know. I don't know what my final words are. Well, say bye to everybody on the microphone. Just remember you did this to me, right? You
Here
did
we
this
go.
to me. Dean, it would have
Yeah,
been.
we can't put some Goo Goo Dolls on in the background for some theme music, right?
Yes, too bad we can't. Copyright, right? A little bit of Goo Goo Dolls or a Hate Me Today by Blue October would be would be a perfect song for this moment. There we go. There's my mic. Okay. There's this.
Jimmy, what are your thoughts?
Please don't. I don't want my wife to have to see this.
For more lives, we'll come up with more crazy things to do to them.
Way too excited for this. Luckily,
I just want to say thank you to our viewers and our sponsors for today's live. This is all brought by you guys. This wouldn't happen without you guys, and we just genuinely appreciate this opportunity and moment. I know John.
I'm super excited.
Yeah.
I was sitting at my desk and I heard my services were needed, so I quickly came over with this.
Sure you did. I've never seen you come to this building fast.
Right?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Does anybody have like a turtleneck I could wear or something?
that's not how this works.
You might want to take off your Brooks running shoes.
I'm gonna take them off. Yeah.
Gosh.
It would be cold now.
Yeah, that fixes
Are we
it.
still gonna run the dwell timer?
Yeah, I think we should. We should run the dwell time. You guys, what do you think? Should we run a dwell time on them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is freaking
I'm not wearing my
hilarious.
socks. Are you kidding?
Are you?
The dogs out.
I'm wearing my socks because they're the baby socks. and they
Go
dry out
stand
super
against the
fast.
doors.
I'm not getting my socks, so.
Okay, guys.
Do we have to stand
Yes. You have to stand against the wall.
against which wall?
The old Sequoia.
Okay, then I am.
Think of
taking
it
my
this way. You
socks off.
remember
I'm
back
not
in the
standing
back in the day when
My feet are burning.
Do you know how much chemical is inside that?
As long as we make this quick, I don't have to worry about it.
it's like you're a pool game.
Do you want to take it? Do you want to take us from the back or from the
Whatever you're into, bud. I'm open.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want
guys want the
Here, we'll do it. We'll do
Yeah,
a
we
high
want the
five.
whole car sprayed, and then they need to rotate also.
Do a high five, and we'll just balance that out. Okay.
All right, ready?
Oh my God, I'm not excited.
I'm excited.
Oh no.
3, 2, 1. No, I don't want to do this. I'd say that's a pretty good layer of foam there.
All right,
Dude, okay, I'm willing to take it in the face.
You want the face?
get it. That's what the people want.
That's what
All right,
the people
here we
want.
go.
All right, keep it going. Hands up. All right. At least it smells good. Oh man.
Now turn around. Let's see those outlines on the car. Yeah, assume the position.
Oh man.
Ready?
Yeah.
The things that we do for this company.
You better be happy. You better like the next live we do.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Okay, guys.
You guys are dead.
I think this did it, man. I hope you guys are subscribed. I swear to God, if some of those likes weren't subscribed, I'm gonna be so mad.
Let's see the outlines.
There's not any.
Oh, there's me.
Oh, look, it's shorter. Yeah, that's me.
I'm built like a brick house over here. So, anyways, guys, I think it's going to wrap it up for today's live. So, again, thank you all so much for jumping in and making this one of our most successful lives yet. We appreciate all the likes. We hope you guys learned something out of this. And if you're picking up any of these chemicals, make sure to pick them up at theradcompany.com. So, Dane, any final words?
Links are in the description to all the foams we used today, including the one we just got blasted with, and the foam cannon itself. So, if you're looking for your own foam, you know, pick it up there. Right, that's really it, guys. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done it. I hope you click like, because that's how we ended up here. And stay tuned for future live streams here at the Rad Company YouTube channel, where we do stuff that no one else will do, and you better appreciate it. So thank you. Have a great day.
See ya.